This week on Wrestle Wednesday, New Japan's G1 Climax and some of my predictions.
Loading snacks.
What's going on, Loading Snacks Universe? The boy Jokes here, and it's time for another edition of Wrestle Wednesday. This week, I want to talk about New Japan's biggest show of the summer, the G1 Climax. Now, I'm sure for some of y'all, you're wondering, what exactly is the G1 Climax? So this is actually a tournament put in place to decide who is going to be the person to challenge the champion for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship at Wrestle Kingdom. Now, how exactly does the G1 Climax work? So, we have 20 competitors. They're split between two different blocks. You have your A block and you have your B block. And within these particular blocks, we have singles matches that are based on a point system to actually determine who the overall winner will be. Now, you receive 2 points for a win, you receive 1 point in the case of a draw, and you receive 0 points if you lose. As we tally up the winners of those two blocks, the winners of each block will face each other, and that winner will be the one to face the champion at Wrestle Kingdom. So as far as the competitors, I want to run down a list of the competitors with you right quick. Some names may be familiar with, some names you may not be familiar with. But let's go ahead and run down the list of these competitors. Starting with the A block, we have Hiroshi Tanahashi, Kota Ibushi, Kazuchika Okada, Will Ospreay, Evil, Sonata, Bad Luck Fale, Zack Sabre Jr., Lance Archer, and Kenta. On the B block side, we have Juice Robinson, Tomohiro Ishii, Toru Yano, Hiroki Goto, Jeff Cobb, Jon Moxley, Tetsuya Naito, Shingo Takagi, Jay White, and Tachi. Now, with all of those names out there, there's a few big superstars and also some superstars that don't get the light as some of the others do. Now, between these two blocks, we're going to see some pretty interesting things. One, we're going to see some rivalries be renewed within the G1 Climax. Also, we're going to see some matches that we've never seen before in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And that's one of the big anticipation things when it comes time for the G1. Everyone is going to fight each other within the same block at some point in time, so you can kind of see where some of these matches are going to go through. Now, the G1 kicks off July 6th, and that actually is going to take place here in the United States. And with those particular matches, those are ones right now that I actually want to run through, and I want to give you my predictions on who I think is actually going to win those matches. Starting first with Kota Ibushi versus Kenta. Between the two of these guys, amazing competitors. But my money is going to go on the former Intercontinental Champion Kota Ibushi. Next match, Will Ospreay versus Lance Archer. My pick for this one, it's actually a no-brainer. Will Ospreay. Just won the Best of the Super Juniors. I'm pretty sure he's going to ride this wave all the way through the G Climax. Next match, Evil versus Bad Luck Fale. Between the two of these guys, I gotta go with Evil. Next up, Sonata versus Zack Sabre Jr. This one's kind of interesting, but I might have to go with Sonata. In the final match of the A block on July 6th, Kazuchika Okada and Hiroshi Tanahashi. This match is probably the biggest of that day, just because IWGP Heavyweight Champion is in this match. So you probably wonder, if he's the champion, how is he actually in this tournament? So the idea kind of is, if he wins this tournament, he wouldn't necessarily defend his championship at Wrestle Kingdom, but let's be honest, he's the heavyweight champion. Somehow, some way, he's going to defend the championship, whether it's somebody in this match or if it's someone outside of the G1. Now, this is one of those that I was talking about being a rivalry renewed, because these two guys have a lot of history with each other. But I'm going to have to give it to Hiroshi Tanahashi. Yeah, he's going to be the champion in this first match. Now, let's move on to the B block. First match, Hiroki Goto versus Jay White. You guys kind of know who I'm going to pick for this one. I mean, I'm going with Jay White. Bullet Club. Gotta go with Jay White. Next match, Juice Robinson versus Shingo Takagi. Now, this one is another one of those interesting matches. But after seeing Shingo versus Will Ospreay in the Super Juniors tournament, I think he's going to be a force to be reckoned with on this side. So my money is going to go on him for this match. Next up, Toru Yano versus Tetsuya Naito. This one's an absolute no-brainer. Tetsuya Naito, hands down. This one's probably going to be a massacre, honestly. Next match, Tomohiro Ishii and Jeff Cobb. Now, Ishii has been around for a very long time. He's a veteran. He knows what happens when it comes time for the G1. Jeff Cobb, fresh face on the horizon, but he's actually another force to be reckoned with. I'm going to have to go with the young face for this one, and Jeff Cobb. In the final match of the B block on July 13th, Jon Moxley versus Taichi. Now, Jon Moxley has made an impact when it comes time for New Japan Pro Wrestling. Taichi's another one that's been around for a long time in the business. But I gotta give it to Jon Moxley. I feel like he's coming to make this impact in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and he's gonna do some damage when it comes time for the G1. Now, those have been my predictions for our first two nights of the G1. Now, we know there's gonna be, it's about 20 nights in total. So there's gonna be a lot of matches that I'm gonna go through over some time. But what I want you guys to do you guys agree with me on those picks that I picked out for the first two nights? Or do you think it should be the opposite person that should win that match? Do me a favor, go ahead, drop comments down below, and let me know what you think. But I guess the biggest thing, are you going to be watching the G1 Climax between July and August? That's been my predictions. With that, I'll catch you guys later. So, did you guys like what you saw? Do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe. Hit the ding-a-ling bell, so as we have new content come up, you guys will be the first to know. And also, hop on over to patreon.com/Loading Snacks, where you can get the exclusive Loading Snacks content that you can't get anywhere else.